It's real?
So it's been over a week since we all witnessed the slap heard around the world, and even though we're only around 8 days removed from that incident, I think it's safe to say that it will go down as one of the biggest moments in entertainment television history.
True.
And I think it's also safe to say that this will be a legacy-defining moment for Will Smith. Because people simply do not want to let this situation go. You know, at this point, it seems like it's just a big old nasty onion. You know, we just keep peeling back the layers and more stuff just keeps getting revealed. And I gotta be honest with you guys, Will Smith is absolutely down bad after this. You know, he took what should have been one of the highest moments of his career, probably literally his pinnacle with the Oscars win. And
kinda true, and he tarnished it. Tarnished. Elden Ring.
Turned the whole situation into an absolute nightmare. So I thought it would be a fun idea to cover some of the information that has come out since the infamous slap, kind of combine it all in one video so you guys really get the scoop. So first off, around a day after the incident occurred, someone posted this alternate angle where we can see Jada's immediate reaction to the slap. So I know the clip was short, but we can tell that she got a real kick out of him slapping up Chris Rock like that. Now, who knows, maybe she just thought it was part of the show. You know, I think at that point, a lot of people did think the slap was staged. And it wasn't until Will Smith started screaming like he was having a manic episode that people started to take the situation a little more seriously, and I think people realized it wasn't a joke. Regardless, though, the idea that she found this moment amusing just kind of shows how much she really likes to get a reaction out of Will. You know, recently I went back to watch the Red Table Talk episode where they talk about Jada's entanglement with that young kid August. And Jesus Christ, I can't even blame Will for not being the same after that bullshit. She made him look like an absolute idiot, an absolute simp. I mean, it was honestly disgraceful. You know, this whole situation going down also led to this discussion about Chris Rock facing some sort of PTSD, because during his adolescence he was horrifically bullied, and he's talked about time and time again how he never really got over it, and how those times when he was getting bullied were a very defining moment for his life.
You know, the thing about trauma is when you experience trauma, it's not that it's basically whenever you think about it like it's happening for the first time.
Your body doesn't know when, it doesn't know if it's present, past, or future.
Right. So yeah, therapy's allowed me to put it in the past.
And even though I would say the slap is going to be a positive thing for his career overall because he did show so much professionalism, that isn't always worth feeling PTSD, that isn't always worth feeling some sort of trauma that you've been bottling up for years. So I do feel for the guy who was really just doing his job. Will Packer, who was the producer of this specific Grammys, I actually believe he was the first black man to ever produce the show. He came out and also gave an interview and told about some of the things that occurred behind the scenes.
It sounds like Chris Rock had the ability, the option, to have the LAPD go arrest and remove Will Smith from that theater that night.
That's an absolute fact. The LAPD made it clear, we will do whatever you want us to do, and one of the options is that we will go and arrest him right now.
Honestly, at this point, Chris Rock just has all of my respect. You know, if he wanted to be a petty asshole, if he wanted to make Will Smith look like shit, and really pretty much end his career, he could have said, yeah, arrest his ass, make this the most embarrassing night of his life, make this something that people will really never forget. But instead, he decided to once again be the bigger man, and honestly see the bigger picture.
Walked into the stage and slapped comedian Chris Rock. That moment came after what we now know was an unscripted joke from Rock about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who's recently been vocal about her battle with alopecia. Even as Smith made his way up on stage, Packer wasn't worried.
And I thought this was part of something that Chris and Will were doing on their own. I thought it was a bit.
Wow, so even the producer of the Oscars thought that this was some orchestrated thing. He was probably thinking, great, this is going to be a big moment for my Oscars, everyone's going to be talking about this. And then Will started yelling and he probably said, oh shit, that was real.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Once I saw Will yelling at the stage with such vitriol, my heart dropped. And I just remember thinking, oh no.
Like everyone else.
Not like this. And Chris was keeping his head when everybody else was losing theirs.
Yeah, so Will Smith not only fucked up his own night, but he also fucked with this producer, Will Packer, who was getting the opportunity of a lifetime when he got to produce the Oscars.
My heart at that point was just in my stomach because of everything about it and what it represented and what it looked like and who was involved. I've never felt so immediately devastated like I did in that moment. I said, did he really hit you? And he looked at me and he goes, yeah. He goes, I just took a punch from Muhammad Ali. Because only Chris can.
Immediately back in joke mode, huh? You gotta love Chris Rock, man.
They were saying, this is battery. We will go get him. We are prepared. We're prepared to get him right now. You can press charges. We can arrest him. As they were talking, Chris was, he was being very dismissive of those options. He was like, no, I'm fine. He was like, no.
Yeah, so it seems like Chris Rock really could have made this situation a million times worse for Will Smith, but he decides to just be the bigger man and try and move on. And Will Smith is actually facing a lot of consequences for his actions. You know, he was supposed to have this biopic coming out, he was shopping it around with all the big dogs, and now Netflix and Apple TV are both saying they want nothing to do with it. You know, this was all kind of part of Will's big master plan. He had recently released an autobiography that I found very interesting, and so this biopic was going to be based around that book. I'm sure this deal was probably in the tens to hundreds of millions of dollars, and this really just might only be the beginning of the backlash against Will Smith. And y'all wanna know the craziest part yet about this whole situation? It's that Jada Pinkett Smith herself has come out today and said that she wishes that Will didn't get physical with Chris Rock. So not only did the man slap one of the greatest comedians of our time for telling a joke about his wife, but he didn't even get props for it from her when she was back home. You know, she's probably sitting there talking to Tupac's ghost every night, journaling to him, still writing him love letters.
He said talking to Tupac's ghost. Oh my God, come on.
Letters and shit like that. All while Will Smith is just sitting there seething, you know, just getting angrier and angrier. Jada Pinkett Smith wishes Will Smith didn't get physical with Chris Rock, but isn't angry with her husband after he slaps comedian Chris Rock for making a joke about her at the Oscars, a source claims. It was in the heat of the moment and it was him overreacting. He knows that, she knows that, they're in agreement that he overreacted. They also allege that Pinkett Smith is not a wallflower, nor one of these women that needs protecting. He didn't need to do what he did, they added. It sounds like her sentiment.
Oh my God. At least release a statement saying, I do want to thank him though for standing up for me. But instead, she's like, man, I didn't need his help. Oh my goodness. Come on, dude. Yo, this is not fair.
Is basically, hey, I'm sorry my girl got out of control. Next time I will restrain her, that's my bad. And can we stop acting like because it's called alopecia, this disease that she has is so bad? It's literally male pattern baldness, but for women. Men have to endure bald jokes literally.
That's all that it is? I thought it was something serious. It's just male pattern. It's just bald. You said no? Bro, nah, hold on. Go back. Whoa, what did he say? Hold up.
Bad. And can we stop acting like because it's called alopecia, this disease that she has is so bad? It's literally male pattern baldness, but for women. Men have to endure bald jokes literally on the daily.
True!
And no one's ever said shit about that. No one's ever felt bad for them. But because they give it a special little name and wrap it in a bow, you got all these people who are acting so outraged. At the end of the day, it will be very interesting to see how this affects Will Smith's career overall. I personally think people will never see him the same after this. And something that I do find very interesting is that it seems like for black entertainers, when they get to a certain point, it's almost like some sort of force out there makes them publicly embarrass themselves. I mean, I know not all these instances are the same, but we've seen it with so many different people. We saw it with Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. I mean, I'm telling you guys, the list just goes on and on and on. And for a long time, I thought that Will Smith was kind of just one of the untouchables, but it's been like 2 years of just straight up embarrassing moments for him.
Bro, everything went downhill for Will ever since this fucking shit. Why do they make all their shit public? Why do they have to openly, publicly talk about this moment? Why didn't they just keep this shit behind closed doors? And if they wanted to have an open relationship, why didn't they just keep this shit private?
Moments for him, it just really makes me wonder what actually is going on. But let me know what you guys think about this situation down below. Do you feel any sort of sympathy to Will? Do you think that he just has what's coming to him?
And the worst part is that at least she could have said in a statement, I am still glad that my husband stood up for me. She didn't even say that. She was just like, damn, he acted out of line. He shouldn't have got too emotional. I don't need no man to protect me. Damn. Give me a second, chat. That's just upsetting, man. That's just upsetting. That just sucks. Oh, that just sucks. For Will, that just sucks. He's just been on a downward spiral. Ever since, man. Ever since that, man. That's not cool, man.
Worst part is, dudes on Twitter out here saying he defended her honor. It wasn't her honor he defended. It was her pride. Not like this.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, bro, she didn't even acknowledge him or say thank you. You know, it was kind of just like, he shouldn't have done that. I don't need somebody to protect me. Come on, dude. It's so bad. That's so bad, bro. Like, that pisses me off for him. I'm just like, damn, at least say thank you. He went up and ruined the night of his life. Like he said, like, this was supposed to be like his pinnacle. You're winning an Oscar, bro. It is what it is, man. You said, did you hear about what Jada did to Will when he spent 3 months planning her birthday party? No, I didn't. What's this? Thank you for the 100 bits, man. Thank you for the donos, guys. What's this?
Verse 30. Seventh birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Woo.
Crushed. Right? And to this day, I know I was crushed because it was true. Yeah. After her 37th birthday, I hired...
Please tell me that the kids at least tried to defend Will. Please. Because if this was my dad in front of me saying this, I would have looked at my mom like, shit. Mom, you an asshole. Yo, bitch. Dead ass, bro. You said, was this recent? Nah, this looks like it was a little bit farther back, but I'm just saying, bro. Me, if I was looking at my mom and dad in the table like that, and you're hearing like your father saying, and you see how enthusiastic he sounds so exciting explaining how much he planned this party to make it the best day ever for her. And then for her to be like, oh, I didn't like it. Come on, dude. I would have looked at my mom like, you're a bitch. Thank you, mom, for giving birth to me, but if I gotta spit facts, I gotta spit fast. You a bitch. Goddamn. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. That shit hurts. I'm surprised Willow didn't say shit. She's just like one-wording everything. I'm like, nah, I would have looked at my mom and been like, I'd have been like, oye, pa, si, if you want to sleep with somebody else, tú quieres dormir con alguien diferente, tú puedes hacer lo que tú quieras, porque tú tienes dinero. You got your money, man. Do what the... I've been looking at my mom like, yo, pa, yo, you want to go to the discoteca tonight? Go do what the fuck you want, dad. Fuck. So at this point, it's just like, Nah, bro. Go demon time, right? Ew, I don't like that Megalol emo, bro. Who put that in here? Who put that in here? That's just nightmare fuel. The Discoteca. Let's see what's trending on YouTube before we decide to play AI.